Hello, welcome. This is my first BENEFITNESS advice video. I thought it was time that I used the power of speech to give some advice and tips about my experience of, well, first of all, being a gym user, which I've been since I was 16 years old, and I'm now 40 years old, but also as a qualified personal trainer, using my knowledge, experience, and qualifications as well that I want to share with you. I'll still write tips as well and share stuff on my Instagram and on my blog. But videos are perhaps one of the best ways to communicate with you. And if you've got any other questions, you can always, or suggestions for videos, things you would like to know about, you can always throw them down at the comments below. Or any supplementary questions about what I've talked about here or in any of the other videos, you can do so. Want to keep it simple. I always want to keep it simple because I think the best way to train, the best way to make progress is simply step by step. But you know, today I was I was training. I've just been to the gym. It was leg day today. Done my legs. Never forget leg day. And there I was on the leg press, pushing the weight backwards and forwards. And I was thinking, you know, sometimes I have this quandary because training, bodybuilding, working out, it's not my only interest in life. I have lots of other passions as well. It's just one of them. And I was thinking, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing, really? Just pushing a weight backwards and forwards, repetitively, over and over again. And then when I've done that several times, I'm going to do it again several times more. And then once I've done this machine, I'm going to move on to another one and, you know, either push it or pull it or lift it several times over. And once I've done here today, I'll come back tomorrow and do it with another muscle group, do some more lifting and pulling and lowering and raising. What the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then I thought to myself, yeah, but hang on, if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be doing something else that was repetitive. Because human beings are by nature creatures of habit. We do things over and over again. I mean, this. You know, I could just be going to the pub and drinking a beer every night, like so many Englishmen do. Or I could be playing football, yeah, just running backwards and forwards, kicking football backwards and forwards, or like more people, millions more, I could just be sitting in front of a telly, watching them going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, week in, week out, just watching teams of 11 men in shorts running backwards and forwards, or watching a tennis ball going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And the only thing my body would be doing is this. Maybe clapping, maybe a bit of screaming, getting emotional if I was really passionate about that sport. Or like it was boxing, I would just be punching somebody backwards and forwards repeatedly over and over again, every single time, every single match. Or I would just be watching boxing. You know, I guess there are some things which are a bit more creative, you know, that you could be doing like knitting or sewing or making things. But again, that requires repetitive movements and actions as well. I guess if I was writing a book, or even reading a book, watching a film, I mean, at least you're learning something along the way, but still, what are you physically doing? You're just reading a book. That's the only physical activity that you're doing while you're doing it, or watching a film. You know, that's about the extent of the physical exertion that I'll be doing while I'm watching it. And yes, I'll be learning stuff, but I won't be doing anything more than that. Learning is very important. Learning is one of the most important things in life. And then I thought, well, so what if I come to the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours, you know, a day? At least I'm getting something out of it. I'm also creating something. I'm creating a body I want. I'm spending the time listening to my music, getting my thoughts straight as well. I'm not just in the gym doing nothing mentally. I just have the time to think about things, get things straight in my head. Through the physical activity, the positive endorphins are flowing. I'm feeling better about myself, feeling more confident about myself. And yes, you could say, well, that's selfish, but you know, and the product you're creating is only temporary. It leaves when you die. Yeah, but lots of products that you make are temporary or get destroyed or, you know, lose meaning when the owners leave or die. Or yes, you know, I could be spending the time writing my memoirs, writing a bestseller, putting together a script for the next Oscar-winning film. But what really is the likelihood that that is what I or you would be doing if I wasn't doing this? And I can still do those things as well, you know, on top of those things. So next time you're in the gym, like me, thinking, what the hell am I doing? Just repeatedly pushing, pulling, lifting and lowering over and over again. Just think about the positive things that you get out of doing it. Think about the other things that you could probably be doing at the same time, which are most likely repetitive things, and tell yourself, but you can still do all those other things as well. It's just, you know, good time management. And sometimes you get more motive from being physically fit, which helps you being mentally fit as well, to do those other things. So put it into a context, think positively, and think about the benefits that working out and training brings to your life whenever you have that little mental quandary like I do. So that's one bit of advice from me. It's not necessarily a problem that lots of people have, but you may be sometimes thinking it or subconsciously thinking it sometimes as well. So happy to share that with you. If there's a topic you want to discuss, feel free to get in contact with me. And also, while you're there, remember, if you live in the Netherlands and you want to get hold of some Amex supplements, which I have to say, amongst my favourites, when I lived in Spain, I used to travel to get hold of these, and now they're here in the Netherlands. You can get it at amexnederland.nl, and if you use my code BENEFIT10, that's BENEFIT10, you can get 10% off all of their products. So get on there now and get gaining.